Now let's talk about Excite and Ascend communities. So these are online communities that are meeting people at the Excite and Ascend stages of the customer value journey. So first, let's talk about goals at this stage. Growing email lists and retargeting. You're looking for word of mouth referrals to your brand or your products. When people are having a good experience, they tend to start telling other people about it. You also will see an increase in buyer frequency. People really liked what they received in their transaction with you, so they're gonna try to buy more. Increase in retention is another big one, especially if you have some sort of continuity offer. If you create an online community that meets people at the Excite and Ascend stage, you will see a reduction in churn. You'll also see lead and customer nurture as people are talking to each other in this stage. They're helping each other learn how to use products better, and that will excite them into buying more from you. Maximize customer value is a big one. If you remember the value pyramid that we covered a few videos back, community meets people near the top of that value pyramid. So you are just giving them so much more than what they would originally have purchased whenever you're throwing a community into that mix. You can also use communities at this stage to identify gaps in your product and your content as people are getting together and talking about you and your brand or your products and services. You can use that as research to find gaps in your products or gaps in your content marketing strategies. So let's look at some examples of online communities that meet people at these stages. This is the PlayStation forums. We have mentioned them before. It's a video game console forum. And this is a great example of using online communities to meet people at Excite and Ascend. This is pure bottom of funnel content. So these are all people who own PlayStations, who play a lot of video games, and they can talk about it. All of the content in the forums, well, I would say the vast majority of content that are in these forums are created by customers themselves. This is an example of some of the content that are in these forums. So someone here is trying out PlayStation's new virtual reality product, but they had a problem with the quality. So another user came in and weighed in with a suggestion to turn off the lights and you'll have a better experience. So he's learning how to use this product better. I assume it's a he. They're learning how to use this product better through this online community. They are getting more value out of their purchase. They're getting more excited about using it because they can use it properly. This is Salesforce Success Community. They also meet people at the Excite and Ascend areas of the customer value journey. These are people that are aware that one of their products called the Community Cloud exists. Most of them are customers, and they're meeting people. Post your questions to the community, browse official documentation, learn how to use this product better, and get even more value by talking to people who have experienced it as well. FabFitFun is a wonderful example of an e-commerce company that made a community to meet people at Excite and Ascend. So they have spaces for official announcements and things about their subscription box, but they also have all sorts of conversation happening within their community. Things like food and drink, what's your favorite charity, May's ingredient of the month is cake. Lots of places for their community to connect and talk about what they're passionate about and experience FabFitFun on a whole new level than if they just signed up for a subscription service. So let's talk about some metrics that will be indirectly affected by Excite and Ascend communities. The first is intentional member growth. The key here is intentional. It's very different from aware and engaged communities where it's all about how many members you can get involved. This is very intentional in Excite communities. You want them to already be customers or mostly customers so they can talk about their experience with your brand, the experience with your service or your product, and really prime the pump to get them to ascend to making more purchases. Because the more comfortable they are getting to know your brand, the more comfortable they are spending more and more money with your company. You should see an increase in your email and retargeting lists because, like I said, the more they're excited about how they're experiencing this Excite community, the more they would love to see offers from you and retargeting ads from you. In the same way, you should see an increase in your offer conversion rates, so more people are taking you up on whatever it is that you're offering them. The click-through rates on your ads should increase. You should also see your email open rates and your click-through rates go up because these people probably actually want to be getting emails from you. So you can see this all links back to intentional member growth. If you're trying to grow your offer conversion rate by directly selling to an aware or an engaged community, you're gonna have a hard time because you're moving too fast through the customer journey. So keep in mind that Excite and Extend communities happen after the sale and exist to help your clients and your customers experience your brand even better.